English Pearcast.
Real talk, real English.
Hey, Alex. Ready for today's practice session?
Hey, Emma. I think so. I'm a bit nervous, not gonna lie.
Don't be. This is just practice. Today, we're doing a full IELTS speaking mock exam.
Oh, wow, the real deal. Okay, I'm ready.
Perfect. So, for everyone listening, we're going to do a complete IELTS speaking test, all 3 parts.
And I'm the guinea pig.
Exactly. But here's the thing. We'll do it naturally, and I'll give tips along the way.
That's helpful, because IELTS can be really intimidating.
It is, but if you practice like this, you'll feel much more confident on test day.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, before we start, quick reminder for everyone. If this helps you, hit that like button and subscribe for more IELTS practice.
Yes, we need all the support we can get.
Okay, let me switch into examiner mode now. Ready?
Ready.
Good morning. My name is Emma. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Good morning. Yes, my full name is Alexander Johnson, but everyone calls me Alex.
Thank you, Alex. And can I see your identification?
Of course, here you go.
Thank you. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you about yourself. Let's talk about your hometown. Where are you from?
I'm from Seattle, which is in Washington State in the U.S. It's a really beautiful city on the West Coast.
And do you still live there now?
No, actually. I moved to New York about 3 years ago for work, but I go back to Seattle pretty regularly to visit family and friends.
What do you like most about your hometown?
Oh, there's so much to love. I'd say the nature is probably my favorite part. Seattle is surrounded by water and mountains, so you get this incredible scenery everywhere you look. And the coffee culture is amazing. It's where Starbucks started, so you can imagine. Plus, people are really friendly and laid back there, which I really appreciate.
Has your hometown changed much over the years?
Yeah, quite a bit actually. It's become much more tech-focused with companies like Amazon and Microsoft headquartered there. The city's grown a lot, and unfortunately that means housing prices have gone up significantly. There are more high-rises now compared to when I was growing up. But it's still maintained its character, I think. That quirky, artistic vibe is still there.
Thank you. Now let's move on to talk about mobile phones. How often do you use your mobile phone?
Way too often, honestly. Probably several hours a day. I'm basically glued to it, which I know isn't great. I use it for everything. Work emails, staying in touch with people, checking the news, social media, you name it.
What do you use your phone for most?
Definitely messaging and communication. I'm always texting friends or on WhatsApp. After that, probably work stuff, checking emails and my calendar. And I have to admit, I waste a lot of time on social media, too. Instagram and TikTok are my guilty pleasures.
Do you think people spend too much time on their phones these days?
Absolutely, myself included. I think we've become really dependent on them, maybe too dependent. I notice when I'm out with friends, sometimes everyone's on their phones instead of actually talking to each other, which is kind of sad. And I've read about how it can affect our mental health and sleep patterns. So yeah, I think we could all benefit from putting our phones down more often.
Now let's talk about photography. Do you like taking photographs?
I do. I'm not a professional or anything, but I enjoy capturing moments, especially when I'm traveling. There is something nice about being able to look back at photos and remember experiences, you know?
What kind of photos do you usually take?
Mostly landscapes and architecture when I'm traveling to new places. I like taking photos of interesting buildings or natural scenery. I also take a lot of food photos. I know that's very millennial of me. And occasionally candid shots of friends when we're hanging out.
Do you prefer taking photos or being in photos?
Oh, definitely taking them. I'm a bit camera shy, to be honest. I'd much rather be behind the camera than in front of it. Plus, I think I have a better eye for composition than I do for posing.
Thank you. That's the end of part 1. Okay, stopping the exam for a second. Alex, that was really good.
Really? I felt like I was rambling a bit.
No, not at all. You gave detailed answers, which is exactly what you want in part 1.
Oh, good. I was worried I talked too much.
Not at all. Quick tip for everyone. In part 1, aim for 2 to 3 sentences per answer. Don't just say yes or no.
Right, expand your answers.
Exactly. And Alex used great vocabulary. Camera shy, guilty pleasure, laid-back vibe.
Thanks. I tried to use natural expressions.
Perfect. That's better than trying to use complicated words you don't really know.
That makes sense.
All right, let's move to part 2. This is the cue card section.
Okay, this is the part that makes me most nervous.
Don't worry, you'll have 1 minute to prepare, remember? Now, I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make some notes if you wish. Here's your topic. All right, you have 1 minute to prepare. Your time starts now.
Okay, let me write some notes. Event, preparations, why happy.
Okay, your time is up. Please begin speaking now.
Right. So I'm going to talk about when I was preparing for my sister's college graduation party, which happened last summer in June. It was at my parents' house in Seattle, actually. So my sister was graduating from the University of Washington, and the whole family was really excited because she was the first person in our family to graduate from college. We wanted to throw her a really special celebration to mark this achievement. The preparation started about a month before the actual event. My mom and I were the main organizers, and we had quite a lot to do. First, we had to decide on the guest list. We invited family, her close friends, and some of her professors who had been really supportive. That ended up being about 50 people, which was more than we initially planned. Then we had to organize the practical stuff. We rented tables and chairs for the backyard, ordered a custom cake from her favorite bakery, and planned the menu. My mom wanted to cook some traditional dishes from our family, so we spent a few weekends doing meal prep and freezing things. I was in charge of creating a photo slideshow of my sister from childhood to graduation, which was actually really fun, but also time-consuming. I went through hundreds of old photos. We also decorated the backyard with her school colors, purple and gold, and set up a little photo booth area with props. My dad built a small stage area for speeches, which was really sweet. The week before the party was pretty hectic. We were running around, buying last-minute supplies, confirming with vendors, and cleaning my house top to bottom. This event was really happy for me for several reasons. Obviously, I was incredibly proud of my sister for this accomplishment. She worked really hard throughout college, juggling part-time jobs and studying, so seeing her graduate was really emotional for all of us. But beyond that, the preparation process itself was actually joyful. It brought our family closer together. My mom and I bonded over planning. My dad was building things. My brother helped with setup. We were all working toward this common goal of celebrating someone we love. There were definitely some stressful moments, like when the cake order got mixed up, but even those became funny memories afterward. And the party itself was beautiful. Seeing my sister so happy, surrounded by people who supported her journey, hearing the speeches from her friends and professors about what an impact she'd made, it was just really heartwarming. It reminded me of the importance of celebrating milestones and showing people you care about them. Looking back, I think what made it most special was that it wasn't just about the party itself, but about the whole experience of coming together as a family to honor someone we love. Those weeks of preparation are memories I'll always cherish.
Thank you. Can you tell me, do you think it's important to celebrate achievements like graduation?
Yeah, definitely. I think marking these milestones helps us appreciate our progress and hard work. It's also a way to acknowledge the support from family and friends who helped us get there. Plus, celebrations create positive memories that motivate us for future challenges.
Would you want a similar celebration for your own graduation?
Absolutely, though maybe not with 50 people. That's a lot of pressure. But having close family and friends there to celebrate would mean a lot to me. I think I'd appreciate it even more after seeing the work that goes into organizing something like that.
Thank you. That's the end of part 2.
Alex, that was excellent.
Really? I felt like I went over time.
You spoke for exactly 2 minutes. That's perfect.
Oh, good. I was trying to watch the clock.
Here's a tip, everyone. Don't worry too much about exact timing. Between 1.5 to 2 minutes is fine.
That's helpful to know.
And Alex, you covered all the points on the cue card, which is really important.
I tried to address each bullet point.
Exactly. And you used great storytelling. You started with the context, then went through the preparations, then explained why it was meaningful.
I tried to make it flow naturally.
You did. One more tip. It's okay to pause and think. You don't have to rush.
Oh, I was trying to avoid silences.
Short pauses are fine. It shows you're thinking and organizing your thoughts.
Good to know.
All right, let's move to part 3, the discussion section. This is where it gets more abstract.
Uh-oh, abstract questions.
You'll be fine. Just think deeper about the topics. We've been talking about preparing for a happy event. Now I'd like to discuss some more general questions related to this. Let's talk about being well organized. Do you think children should be taught to be organized from an early age?
That's a good question. I definitely think so, yes. Learning organizational skills early can really set kids up for success later in life. When children learn to keep track of their things, manage their time, and plan ahead, they're building habits that will help them in school and eventually in their careers. But I think the key is teaching it in a way that's appropriate for their age and not too rigid. Like for young kids, maybe just learning to put their toys away in the right place is enough. For older kids, you could introduce things like using a planner for homework or organizing their backpack. If you make it too strict or complicated, kids might rebel against it or feel stressed, which defeats the purpose.
Do you think it's difficult to be organized?
I think it depends on the person, honestly. Some people are naturally more organized. They just seem to have a system for everything and enjoy keeping things tidy. But for others, like me actually, it can be a real challenge. I think part of the difficulty is that being organized requires consistent effort. It's not a one-time thing. You have to maintain your systems, which can feel tedious when you're busy or tired. And with modern life being so hectic, with so many responsibilities and distractions, it's easy to let things slide. Plus, I think our brains are just wired differently. Some people think in a very linear, organized way, while others are more creative and spontaneous, which might make traditional organization methods feel unnatural. So for those people, finding an organization system that works for them might take more trial and error.
Does technology help people be more organized?
It can definitely help, but it's a bit of a mixed bag, I'd say. On one hand, we have all these amazing tools now. Calendar apps that sync across devices, reminders, task managers, note-taking apps. I personally use my phone's calendar religiously, and it's really helped me keep track of appointments and deadlines. But on the flip side, technology can also create more chaos if you're not careful. Like some people download 10 different productivity apps but never stick with any of them. And there's the whole issue of digital clutter. Overflowing email inboxes, thousands of photos you never organize, files scattered everywhere. So I think technology is a powerful tool for organization, but only if you use it intentionally and don't let it overwhelm you. You still need self-discipline.
Can being too organized cause problems?
Oh, absolutely. I've definitely seen this with some people I know. When someone becomes obsessively organized, they can become really inflexible and stressed about any deviation from their plans. Like if something unexpected comes up, they can't handle it because it disrupts their perfect system. I also think excessive organization can sometimes be a form of procrastination, actually. I've caught myself spending hours organizing my desk or creating elaborate to-do lists instead of actually doing the work. So you're being productive, but not really making progress on what matters. And in terms of relationships, being too organized can cause friction. If you're living with someone who's super rigid about how everything should be arranged or scheduled, that can be frustrating for people who are more laid back. There needs to be some balance and flexibility. I think the key is being organized enough to function well and reduce stress, but not so organized that it becomes stressful itself or prevents you from being spontaneous and enjoying life. Organization should serve you, not the other way around.
Thank you very much. That's the end of the speaking test.
Thank you.
Okay, back to normal. Alex, you did amazing.
Really? I felt so nervous the whole time.
You couldn't tell at all. You sounded natural and confident.
That's such a relief.
Let's talk about what you did really well.
Okay, I want to learn.
First, your fluency was great. You spoke smoothly without too many pauses.
I tried to keep talking without stopping too much.
Exactly. And your vocabulary was varied. You used natural expressions and some good collocations.
I tried to avoid repeating the same words.
Perfect. And your grammar was solid. You used different tenses and some complex sentences.
I was worried about making mistakes.
Here's the thing. You made tiny mistakes, but they didn't affect communication at all.
Oh, really?
Yes, IELTS doesn't expect perfection. Native speakers make small errors too.
That's actually really reassuring.
And one thing you did really well, you expanded your answers with examples and personal experiences.
I tried to give context instead of just short answers.
That's exactly right. That's how you get higher scores.
Good to know.
Now, let me give you some tips for improvement.
Yes, please. I want to get better.
In part 1, you did great. Maybe add one more linking word here and there, like actually, to be honest, I suppose.
Oh, those natural fillers.
Exactly. They make you sound more fluent.
Got it.
In part 2, you were excellent. One tip, you can use your prep time to write key words, not full sentences.
Oh, I was trying to write too much.
Yeah, just bullet points are enough, like event, graduation, prep, cake, decorations, happy, family bonding.
That's so much easier.
Right? Then you can speak more naturally instead of reading.
That makes sense.
And in part 3, you did great at giving balanced answers.
I tried to show different perspectives.
Exactly. That's what examiners want, nuanced thinking.
Okay.
One last tip. It's okay to say, that's an interesting question, or let me think about that for a moment.
Really? I thought I should answer immediately.
No, taking a second to think shows you're considering the question carefully.
That's such a relief.
All right, so for everyone listening, what did we learn today?
That IELTS speaking is actually manageable if you practice.
Exactly, and that being natural is better than trying to be perfect.
Right. Use vocabulary you know, not complicated words you're unsure about.
Perfect, and expand your answers with examples and personal experiences.
And it's okay to pause and think.
Yes, you don't have to rush.
This was really helpful, Emma.
I'm so glad. And honestly, Alex, with a bit more practice, you'd easily get a 7 or higher.
Really? That's encouraging.
Absolutely. Your English is natural and fluent.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. If this mock exam helped you, please give us a like.
Yes, and subscribe if you want more IELTS practice.
We'll do more mock exams with different topics.
And maybe I'll be less nervous next time.
You'll be a pro. All right, thanks for listening to English Pearcast.
Good luck with your IELTS preparation, everyone.
Remember, practice makes perfect.
But also be kind to yourself. Don't stress too much.
Great advice. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.